fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers running the option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Inside. 54. Hey, echo. Check. Watch 54. Strip the ball.
Now it's Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
57.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham.
Hey, man, I'm going to be back on here, man. I'm playing the Madden game. Then I'm streaming. Man, stop calling all these motherfuckers. You keep pausing the game and shit, man.
Down Packers.
Bitch ass.
Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Diggs. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be caught for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. Oh,
Man, come on.
Now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Move.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 3, we got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check, check, check.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Rodgers on 3rd down.
Fuck.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return.
Good shit, D.
For a Green Bay touchdown. Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
In my bag now. Man, this nigga, you gonna run out of fucking pauses, nigga. Play the fucking game, man. Oh.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And Diggs has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook.
Man. Bitch.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He'll drop to throw. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
shake your head, you getting fucked.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle goes there to Linval.
Man, get your team right, fool.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 10-30. Hey, watch that. Small.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. That's taken on the 25. Nice move at the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw.
Man, that shit gay as a bitch, dog.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for the first down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Zay Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Caught by Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And it's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. It's caught. Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Ryan Allen now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles.
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the fourth round back in 2010. What a steal. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll go again to Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
On the carry, it's Cook. Preston Smith there on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5. And Diggs has it. Able to spin free. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Where did nigga go, bro?
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Go.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Boyle. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Damn mad, boy.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Take that bit back home.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that
you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets perceived from the time you're playing little.
So now y'all want to play when I went on the game. That fucked up.
closed them out with a big-time performance down this.